What's going on, Raiders? Doolum here, and today we've got a shard opening for you. That's right, we do have the good old Champion Chase tournament going on, and we've got some shards to open, so this is going to be the one that I am talking about here. And unfortunately, we do need to get all the way up to 5,500 points because I do need to get all of these Titan points here for the event to finish off the Titan Slayer event, the Demon Slayer event, to get Tholen Perfect Soul all the way up to 1,500 because I have gotten this far and Mama didn't raise no quitter. Also, I absolutely refuse to do this thing. Ice Golem tournament with just Demon Spawn sounds absolutely terrible, and I have no gems for energy to be able to pull that off. So that's absolutely not happening. So we're going to open up shards. But first, make sure you're clicking that download link or scanning the QR code to get Karato Fox Hunter. The second you start the game, an amazing legendary nuker. At level 10, you're going to be getting Tagore, an amazing epic support character. At level 20, you're going to be getting Fane, who's got some incredible turn meter steal, as well as some pretty crazy damage. And then at level 30, you're going to be getting Vergus, who's a defense-based champion, to help keep your other characters alive. And then, this is super important, day number 1 within the first 24 hours of making your Raid Shadow Legends account. Type in promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, one of the best free legendaries they have ever given. And if you're on iOS, make sure you're clicking a different link in the description to type in any promo code. So let's get into it. We've got 55 Ancients, 21 Voids, 3 Primals, and a Sacred, and we are blowing all of them, and I hope it's enough, honestly, because I really don't want to have to re-up, but I will if needed. Let's open up the Ancient Shards first, so we're going to open up 5 solos first, and then we'll go into the Void Shards that are that 2x legendary drop rates as well. So hopefully we get enough points, and we don't have to worry about it, but I think I'm going to have to crack open the wallet a smidge to be able to get some more Void Shards to be able to finish this event off. But at least the Void Legendaries are at a 2x drop rate right now. So take it with a grain of salt, I guess, right? So we have that. We got Renouncer. We got nothing but rares so far. Nothing too crazy here. But I have had some really, really good luck on Ancient Shards. I've gotten some really good legendaries from Ancient Shards, even without bonus drop rates or anything. So let's do it. We got 5 10-packs of Ancient Shards here. Let's just get a legendary, make this a little bit easier on me because this event is based off of the rarity that you get. We did get Hellgazer, and I don't know who that one is, but there's only one way to find out now, isn't there? Hellgazer. Let's see who this is. Let's see who this is. Is this one any bit worth building? A 2. Yuck. Absolutely terrible. That's not happening. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. All right. We got 4 more of these. Then we'll crack open some Voids, some Primals, and even a Sacred Shard as well. Getting nothing but rares right now. We are not getting good luck at all. We did get Kale, so maybe empowering Kale a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. I think I have 2 Kales now, or 3 Kales total. The one I have built plus 2 more, so maybe getting a little bit of empowerment there, making Kale a little bit better for the poison damage, so maybe I end up doing that. Let's go. 3rd time here. We got War Priest, Blood Painter, Totem, Master Butcher, True Gore. All rares. We got OG Gaelic as well, another starter champion. I think I have a couple of him now, but he's not great, so did not go with him. I think we got 3 more, maybe 2 more of these to go. Then we'll get into those Voids. Oh, we got an epic right off rip. Rector Drath, actually really good because that's going to help me empower. So Rector Drath, a good pull here. Negorio, let's see who that is. Negorio. Let's see who this is. Who is Negorio? Negorio does not look familiar, nor does he sound familiar. 2.5 magic. Mini fusion event in August of 2022. I wonder if he's a fusion character. There's only one way to find out. Let's go find out together, shall we? Is he? Is he? No, he's not. Okay. Well, he's food. That's fine. All right, we got one more 10-pack of Ancient Shards here, and hopefully we can get a legendary, ease up our pain just a little bit. because we are not getting very lucky at all right now. Another epic, Crimson Helm. I'm curious who that fine fellow is, because I have not heard of him before, which is probably not a good thing if I haven't heard of him before. Crimson Helm. A 3 for Dark Elves, not great. Doesn't look great for anything. Okay, moving on. All right, that's it for the Ancients. We're going to do 21 Void Shards. So let's open up the solo Void Shard, and we do have the extra 2 times chance to get a legendary, so it's a 1% chance. So let's open up the solo one, and then we'll open up 2 stacks of 10. Maybe we'll get lucky. We didn't. Okay, Confessor, no. All right, so let's open up 2 10-packs here. And let's get a legendary. We're overdue for a legendary, especially a Void Lego. I need a Void legendary. So let's get one of those, shall we? That's an epic. Man, I thought that was going to be a legendary. I really did. I thought that was going to be a legendary too. Okay, so we got Lightsworn, Ursula the Mourner, Runekeeper Dazdurk, Slixus Stripehide, and a Boro. So we got a lot of potential options here for maybe just some good picks. So who was the first one again? We got Lightsworn, so let's do Lightsworn first. Will any of these help my account at all? Let's find out together. Void 3.0. Maybe decent in Faction Wars? Okay. Maybe decent in Faction Wars. Not too terrible. Then we've got Ursula the Mourner. I think I recognize that name, which might be a good thing or might be a really bad thing. 4.0, okay. Looks pretty decent. Good in Faction Wars. Let's look at the kit. One enemy, 40% chance to decrease in the target's turn meter by 10%. Okay, that's not great. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a decreased attack debuff. Also places increased attack on all allies, and then revives all dead allies with 75% health and fills their turn meter by 50%. Also puts an increased defense buff, 60%. Not bad. Okay, not terrible. Probably pretty good in Faction Wars. Also, potentially Doom Tower as well. Increases ally speed in Doom Tower. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Who else we got? We got Runekeeper Dazdurk as well. I don't recognize this guy's name, but let's find out together, shall we? Another 4. Okay, he might not be terrible. Okay. Looks like he's decent in Faction Wars at the least. Nether Spider as well. Attacks one enemy, has a 35% chance of placing a leech debuff, kind of like Ugo. A2, 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, and fills the turn meter of all allies by 25%. That's not terrible. Removes all debuffs from all allies, then heals all allies by 25% of this character's max HP. Places a 15% continuous heal buff for 2 turns on allies that have a debuff removed. That's kind of like a Mausoleum Mage a little bit there, and he's part of the Dwarves faction. Not bad at all, actually. I will need a healer for Faction Wars, so I'll take it. All right, we got Slixus now, so let's see how Slixus is. And then we got one more to look at, and we'll see how Oboro is as well. So this guy's a 3.0. This guy does not look great. No, he's not great at all. All right, so let's look at Oboro. Let's see how this one is. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Kind of giving me the Mortal Kombat vibes with the hat there. 3.5, not the best. Shadowkin. Let's see. It looks like pretty good in Faction Wars. Damage dealer, attack one enemy. Has a 40% chance of placing a decreased defense for 2 turns. Will attack all enemies instead if the target is under 4 or more debuffs. Okay, interesting. Mystic Smoke. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Second hit has a 75% chance of transferring all debuffs from this champion to the target. Okay, not terrible. The first hit has a 75% chance of stealing all buffs from the target. Okay. Maybe a little Veil, Perfect Veil action going on there. Okay. The A3 increased crit rate buff and increased crit rate damage on this champion for 2 turns. Then attacks one enemy, places a Perfect Veil buff on this champion. So there's the Perfect Veil. Awesome. Places a revive on death buff on this champion whenever for 3 turns whenever they receive a Veil or Perfect Veil. Interesting. So some survivability, its own revive. Not bad, actually. Pretty solid character. So Aboro, I'll keep for sure. Aboro looks pretty good. Let's open up 10 more Void Shards and see what we've got. Give me a legendary. I really need a good Void Lego. I only have 1 right now, and that's Supreme Gaelic. Inquisitor Shamel, I've heard he's pretty good. He's got like an anti-fear mechanic. Cardinal, Sylar, Dawncaller, Sabbatha. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So, Cardinal, let's see you. Miss Cardinal. All right, Nope. Typing and spelling is really not my forte at all. Neither is math. I don't know what my forte is, to be completely honest with you. I'm still trying to find it. I'm 28 years old, so I have time, right? All right, 3.5, part of the Sacred Order. As the best revivability in the game, ensuring that whoever revives goes next. Fascinating. Okay. I'll take it. Attacks 1 enemy, has a 10% chance of placing a poison. Cool. Heals a target ally by 30% of their max HP, which is interesting. Places a 60% increased defense buff for 2 turns as well. And then revives all dead allies. Heals them by 25% of their max HP. And boosts their turn meter to the max. Holy smokes. They were not kidding. This is insane. Okay, Cardinal's kind of nuts. That's really good for Faction Wars and maybe a couple other places. I will take that. Then we have Inquisitor Shamel, I'm not sure. I know he's got like an anti-fear mechanic, and he's actually pretty good. Yeah, 4.0, I thought so. He's got a really interesting fear and true fear mechanic, doing a lot against like a Fabian, however you say it. So A1 attacks 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of decreasing the duration of 1 random buff on the target by 1 turn. Every time an enemy places a debuff on an ally, uses this skill against that enemy. Very cool, out of turn damage. These counterattacks will only deal 50% of the normal damage and cannot be critical. I take back my previous statement. If there are multiple champions in this team with this skill, only one champions can counterattack. Yeah, taking out crit and 50% of the damage just takes away any damage. It's just utility at that point. The A2, Cow the Horrors, attacks 1 enemy 3 times, will ignore 25% of the target's defense. Will ignore the further 25% of this target's defense for each buff on this champion. Interesting. Places a True Fear debuff on all enemies from 1 turn if this attack kills an enemy. Very nice there. Awesome. And then the passive. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 7.5%. Whenever an ally receives a Fear or True Fear debuff from an enemy, this skill will instantly remove the debuff and fill the team leader's turn meter by 15%. That is really strong. That's really good. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I really like that. So he's going to be good as well. Let's go to Sylar now. And then lastly, we have Dawncaller Sabbatha. Sylar, another 4-star, so not too bad at all. Looks like good in Spider, also good in Faction Wars, part of the Dark Elves faction as well. Looks pretty good in Doom Tower as well. Okay, I'll take it. Increase ally speed in Faction Wars. That's massive right there. Just for that aura, that's awesome. Attack all enemies. Okay, doesn't do anything else. Attacks all enemies. Cool. A2, attacks all enemies, has an 80% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy debuff for 2 turns. That can get booked down to a 3 turn. Places a 30% decrease debuff on all allies for 2 turns. Decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 40%. That is big. That's really big. And only on a 4-turn cooldown when booked all the way up. That's really solid. Okay, I'll take it. That's actually really good. Now let's go to Dawncaller. So no legendary, but some pretty good epics so far. Another 4. Let's see what we got here. Knight's Revenant. Protection and support, godlike. Reviving, godlike as well. Doesn't look too good in general PvE content. Dawn Spear attacks one enemy, heals the ally with lowest HP for 10% of this champion's max HP. Already, I'm looking at Relentless the second I read that. Places a 60% increased defense buff and a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. That's really good at a 3-turn cooldown as well. Really, really good, especially if a Relentless. That's pretty much always going to stay up. That's pretty strong. And then the A3 revives an ally with 25% HP at 100% turn meter. Also places a block damage buff on that ally for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. Book down, that's really good. And then whenever this champion revives an ally, decrease the cooldown of one of the champion's skills by 1 turn. Not bad at all. I'm genuinely curious what sets they want. Reflex, interesting. I would have thought Relentless, but hey, what do I know? What do I know? Reflex is fine too. Absolutely. That reduces cooldown. So, okay. Not terrible. Not terrible void pulls at all. I'll take it. So let's see how many points we're at right now in the Champion Chase tournament, because I don't want to overdo this for no reason, right? We never want to do that. So let's go Champion Chase tournament. And we are actually a lot closer than I thought we were going to be. We are 1 milestone away. We're only 150 points away. So now the decision needs to be made. Do I open up the Sacred or do I open up the 3 Primals? You know what? Man, don't Primals can have rares? Yeah, I'm gonna, ooh, ah, e, ah, oh. All right, I'm opening up the Sacred. No shame. I'm opening up the Sacred. I'm not taking a chance. We're gonna wait for another 2x Mythical to open up Primal Shards. We're opening up the Sacred, guaranteeing our chances here. Let's do it. Give me a Legendary, come on! Damn it! Who's the epic? Aothar, okay. Who is Aothar? I don't know this guy. Oops. All right, let's go. Well, I don't know. The website's just not cooperating. It's probably user error. Usually is. All right, Aothar. Is Aothar any good? 3, probably not. Sacred Order does not look great. Okay in Faction Wars. Terrible everywhere else. Well, he looks like some good old food. So not too bad overall. It doesn't look like I got any like any characters used for a fusion or anything like that, unfortunately. So that's a little unfortunate, but the good news is we now have Tholen Foulbeard fully done, fully completed, and we can get him all the way up to Perfect Soul 5. 1,510 points. It took blood, it took sweat, it took money, it took tears, it took everything I could do to get this done. So let's go to the Altar of Souls now and fully awaken this guy. Well, up to 5. We don't have the 6, right? That's a thing, but at least up to 5. Let's do it. Tholen Foulbeard, baby! This is what we were working towards for the past 2.5, 3 weeks. Absolutely amazing. So he is going to be a pivotal part of my roster. He's actually stronger than Alice now as well. And Alice was my strongest for a long time. You see 71,000 power. Not too bad at all. I am loving this guy. I'm so excited to have him ready to go, fully maxed out now, and we have no excuses whatsoever to continue on moving our journey forward. I hope you guys are going to be here with me. I hope you guys do your own journey as well so we can enjoy this together. But until next time, this has been Dolem. Later, Raiders.